Well, I wrote a chapter in one of my books that was called "The Good Old Days Never Were."
Tell me about your martial arts training in the early years, 60s, 70s.
Yeah,
Very different than what it is now. Obviously, everything evolves over time,
hmm
but you hear lots of people talk about the blood and guts era
yeah.
of martial arts.
Well, I wrote a chapter in one of my books that was called "The Good Old Days Never Were," and what you have. I tell people all the time, if you started martial arts in the '60s or '70s, you must have had a couple screws loose to have not fled the building within the first lesson or two. But it was a very different era. But all you have to do is look at the old films, and the quality of the teaching then was not nearly as good as it is now. The quality of the environment was not nearly as good. I tell people it took me 9 years to get my black belt. And in the Junior Institute, we were promoting black belts in 3 years. And the black belts we were promoting in 3 years were every bit as good as I was after 8 or 9 years, right? Everything was better. And so the evolution over that period of time was pretty rapid. I mean, it was definitely rough and tumble. It was full contact bare knuckle and supporting leg sweeps on concrete and tile floors. We had 45 ambulance runs that days. Well, I promoted over 120 tournaments, 11 of them or 10 of them being big national events. We may have had one ambulance run in 30 years, right? He had 45 in one day. And that gives you the comparison. It makes the early UFC fights look tame in comparison.